Welcome to tip number 6 of this series. And in this tip, we'll talk about reducing your exposure to technology and social media. One of the biggest problems, or I should say innovations of the last 20 years was social media. And of course, social media has its place in marketing and advertising and getting the information out. At the same time, it has the capacity to make us feel like we're not good enough and like our lives are shit compared to others. Okay, even though that may not be true. So as I was, going around a few Facebook groups about anxiety and depression, I have stumbled upon one person who wrote this. And what they wrote is basically this. I would look and wonder why my life wasn't as exciting as theirs, and I would get me so much down. Then I've realized I was running my own race, and I should not compare myself to anyone else. I deleted my other Facebook account, and I have not looked back. So this guy had 2 Facebook accounts, and one account had like 1,000 friends, and the second account had 7 friends, which was only family members, and that's the account that he used to write this comment. Okay, so he deleted the other account that had a lot of 1,000 friends on it, and it's much better for him because there was more info here, but he said that he only uses it sometimes to communicate with his family members and just check what's going on with them, but that's it. That's very different from having 1,000 people on your friends list and going there every day and looking and looking and looking and looking and looking, okay, at what they're doing. Of course, you're gonna feel miserable. I used to be that guy, okay? Now, what happened with me is I did not delete my Facebook account. I just tried to, don't go there pretty much. Okay, so, and the main other point I want to point out here is just because somebody looks really good on social media, it doesn't mean that their life is actually great. Okay, their life may not be as great as you think. Okay, it's just this facade that they're putting in front for people to see because it's part of their job, or it's just something they got used to doing when they're on social media. And if you see them in real life, you may not get that same kind of picture as you did from their website. Okay, so right now we're gonna take a look at the things you could do to improve this, okay, so that you're not stuck in technology all the time. Okay, so now let's take a look at some of the things you can do to prevent this social media and technology affecting you and making you more worried. So the best thing you can do is reduce your time doing it. So my recommendation is try to reduce it by 50% if you can. Okay, that'll give you a massive advantage, because what you need to understand is when social media or even the news, even the regular news that you watch or you listen to a radio, eliminate it. Okay, the things get stuck in your brain, and then they kind of like they kind of hit each other, hit your own thoughts like ping pong balls in there, like boom 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 boom. Okay, and then you worry more because of that. So if you did not have that information in there or that stimulation in there, those thoughts that you're having, they wouldn't be really happening there, or it'll be less of them. Okay, so you want to reduce it by 50%, and how you do that is you want to basically eliminate it during the week and only check it once a week for 10 minutes. Okay, once a week for 10 minutes. And you can check your YouTube, your Facebook, your Twitter, your anything, any news channels, whatever, but only for 10 minutes once a week. Try it for 4 weeks. and see what happens. Okay, now those are things that, so you got to stop doing that. Okay, and then the things you want to start doing is what I mentioned to you. And then in here, what you want to do is, okay, make sure that you're using Firefox or Chrome for the internet. If you're using just Internet Explorer or Safari, you may not be able to get the extensions I'm going to talk about right now. So try to use Firefox or Google. They're better. But anyway, so there is 3 extensions. And so the first one is called BlockSite. So BlockSite is basically, if you type on Google Chrome BlockSite extension, you'll find that what it does is it'll basically block any site that you tell it to block. Okay, it also has I think it has the adult websites block feature, and I think it has some other features, but the main thing is that when you install it, you can either, it will pop up on the right top portion of your web browser, and then let's say you're going to Amazon.com and you don't like it, you just click on it, okay, and then they'll ask you, do you want to block? And you click block, and it will block it. So what's going to happen is the next time you're go and see Amazon.com, you're going to type it in, it's going to start loading the page, and when the page is going to load, it's going to be like a screen blocked. It's going to say like, uh-oh, no way, Jose, or some kind of other image that is going to be presented there, okay? So that's really good. Now, of course, you can go and you can unblock it and you can see the site. But what I discovered is that instantaneous urge that, oh, I want to press. It gets like, it does slow you down. And especially if you got something else to do, in that maybe a minute or two, that block may be just enough for you to don't go there until you move on and go do something else. Okay, so get the extension, and I'll link, I'll see if I can link down those extensions for you, okay? The second extension you want to get is called Kill and Newsfeed, okay? Kill Newsfeed, okay? And this one is primarily for Facebook and I believe also YouTube. And what it does in Facebook, it eliminates all those posts that come from other people in Facebook. You're only gonna see some ads, the regular ads, and then you're gonna see only the who's online, but there is no news feed. And I think if you search, you may find some that maybe can block the ads. I'm not sure if they exist, okay? But this one you can get for sure. It works beautiful, and it also works on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and you'll see related videos, suggested videos, you'll just block it. So your main page on YouTube is going to be blocked, as well as you can shut down the comments and you can shut down related videos. Okay, and you just have to play with the options in that extension. Okay, and then the last extension that you want to get is called Flax. Now Flax, it's more for actually sleep, melatonin, to help you produce serotonin to sleep actually. And the reason I included in this tip is because I forgot to include it back in tip number 1, okay? So that's why it's here. And what Flax will help you to do, it will help you to basically, it'll adjust the screen so that it will change the screen based on the time of day, so that the screen is gonna go from, let's say, from light yellow to normal, like daylight, and then gonna go darker again into more like a sunset type of color, orangey color. And what that'll do is it'll help you to produce melatonin that you're gonna need for sleep at night. It helps a lot, okay? So it's a popular extension. A lot of people use it, and you should get one too if you're not using it. And I think they have both the desktop and the mobile version also. Okay, now and then one more thing that is good to do is to get out from social media is actually create some FaceTime. Actual FaceTime is real people. And that's why I said here, try to find 1 or 2 people to hang out with. Now you can hang out with more, but what you really want is you want to build some personal connection. It could be your maybe not your boyfriend or a girlfriend, but maybe some other friend or someone you haven't seen before. You can make a list of 10 people you haven't seen in a year and then try to contact them and then schedule an appointment, with them every week, or and then see if you can get them to talk to you. Now, if you can find 1 or 2 people that are more frequent, that's good too, because it'll just help you not to, be on social sites, but be more in real life. Okay. So that's pretty much it for this tip, and I'll see you in my next tip.